Hi everyone, Emily here from Emily's Excellent Epics, and today I have for you a bookish Would You Rather. Now, little caveat, I was not planning on filming this today. I actually created a schedule of films for January. I was disciplined the other day, and I was just like, let's just plan out all the videos for January. So, this was actually not planned to be filmed today. I don't like filming ahead. I tend to forget what I've filmed and what things are. So fingers crossed that I can figure this out because I'm filming ahead. But so this is I'm recording this December 29th, hence the snowman. Um, just a little side note, I keep up Christmas decorations pretty late. The goal is to get them down Super Bowl weekend. However, that's not going to happen this year. Um, I'm traveling a lot in January, February, like pretty much every other weekend I'm out of town. So, and in order to put decorations away, I basically have to rearrange my entire living room to gain access to my storage closet. So, long story short, it probably won't be until President's Day weekend because I will have a 4-day weekend or 3.5-day weekend because that's parent teacher conferences, where I will put away decorations. So, my decorations are going to be up later than normal this year. But you know what? They're pretty. And this time of year, I just get in the doldrums. I have a vitamin D deficiency and I struggle with depression. So this time of year, it's just hard mood wise. And so I'm going to leave up pretty decorations that make me happy for as long as I want. Because I'm the one who gets to enjoy them. I'm the one who has to put them away. So I'm going to do what I want. At any rate, bookish Would You Rather? So that just being said, I just wanted to say, like, you might see holiday decorations and backgrounds for a long time. That's why. No judgment here, please. So bookish Would You Rather? The original creator of this, from what I understand, is Curious Cat and Ellen Made Book Club. And I found this tag on Samantha Donovan's channel. So I'll try to tag them or link them down below. I've had the questions, they're printed in single space, so hopefully I can keep track of where I'm at. But I've had them printed for a while now, and I've been trying to not look at these questions because I don't want to think about the answers. Like, I want honest reactions. So here we go. Question 1. Would you rather never read more than one book from the same author, and you can't reread either, or read only books from your favorite author or one author of your choice? Never read more than one book from the same author. Okay, so I misread that for originally. So basically, like, I could read like one Ellen Montgomery, one Brandon Sanderson, one Robin Hobb, one, and then like just one book from the same, like one book by an author, and then never read another book by them again. It has to be a new author every single time I read a book. Or read only books from your favorite author or one author of your choice. Okay. Well, given that I'm a fantasy reader and their series, usually a long series, that's not going to work to only read one book by the same author. So I think I'm going to choose read only books from your favorite author. Now, here's the deal. My favorite author is Robin Hobb. However, Brandon Sanderson has a massive backlist, and like, he just keeps publishing books out the wazoo. So I'm gonna pick Brandon Sanderson because I'm never gonna keep up. I'm never gonna catch up. So, and I already know, like, I would love to be able to read Mistborn and Stormlight Archive at some point in time. So he'll keep me busy. All right. Number 2. Would you rather read a book with an unlikable main character or your favorite character dies? I would rather read a book with an unlikable main character because I've done it. Like, I really enjoyed Tomorrow, Tomorrow, Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. Like those main characters are definitely unlikable, but I really liked the book. Um, a lot of people don't like Fitz in The Realm of the Elderlings. I love Fitz, so he's likable to me, I guess. Um, yeah, I'd rather have an unlikable main character, I think. All right. Number 3. Start your library from scratch, but you can't rebuy any of the books that were on your shelves before. Or never be allowed to add a new book to it. Never be allowed to add a new book. As much as I love owning, I have over 400 unread books, and then I can also go to the library. Yes, and I know I could go to the library now, but I am not forced to make a decision about would you rather. So I'm going to keep on buying books. Okay. And that's ironic because I have a big book haul this month. All right, number 4. Next question. I'm going to lose count of what question I'm on because they're not numbered. So I'm going to just say next question. Your favorite author never publishes anything new or only publishes bad books from now on. I think I would rather Robin Hobb never publish anything new. And that hurts to say. I do know that she's got the drafts done or has been working on drafts of 2 new books in Realm of the Elderlings, which I can't wait for that. But to think that would be bad books, I couldn't do it. Like right now, Realm of the Elderlings is a completed series. And as much as I want to know what happens to my favorite beloved character, I can't share who that character is because it's kind of a surprise character. If you know, you know. Like as much as I want to know more of that story, I would rather it's a completed series, and I'm good. Do I want more? Of course I do, but I would not want those books to be bad at all. So I'd be okay with her never publishing anything new, even though in reality I really want those books. Right. Would you rather read only one of your favorite genres or read as widely as you want except in that one genre? Huh. Well, I think I would rather read only one of my favorite genres, and here's why. I'm going to say with fantasy, I'm going I'm going to combine romantasy with fantasy because it's a subgenre of that. And within fantasy, there's so many subgenres that I feel like I would be okay. And romantasy, like there's some lighter romantacies that I can be okay and to break up the chunky fantasy. Okay. Next question. Would you rather be stranded on a deserted island with a full library or still live in society but books have disappeared? Stranded forever on a deserted island. As long as I have like and when I say deserted island, like there needs to just not be people. Like as long as I have access to like internet, like I have a TV, I don't know. I don't know what a day is like without reading. Like I don't. The only times that I don't read is like when I'm really sick. If I'm really sick, then I'm not reading. But yeah, I don't know what a day is like without reading, unless I'm really sick. Our next question. SFF. Oh, this is if you read science fiction fantasy. Read only 5-star series, but they're unfinished. So like George R.R. Martin, Patrick Rothfuss, Scott Lynch. I was like, who else has like unfinished series? Or read only thick standalones with a bunch of info dumping. Now, are those thick standalones with a bunch of info dumping? Are they 5 stars too? I don't know. I think I would rather read only 5-star series because maybe, hopefully, eventually they'll get finished. All right, mysteries. Always get book twists spoiled, or they all have open ending, the killer isn't caught. Oh, hell no. Sorry. Uh, I'm good. Spoil me. You can spoil me. It's fine. It's fine. Spoil me. I need my anxiety, my sense of completion. I need that killer caught. All right, historical romance. A great love story, but historical inaccuracy. Or would you rather have a toxic or meh love story, but great historical world building? Give me a great love story. I don't want toxic. I don't want toxic or meh love story. Like if I'm reading a historical romance, I'm reading for the romance, not the historicalness. Like if it's wildly inaccurate, like I don't know. I've been watching Friends reruns, so this is why this I was like, well, I can't think of an example. So the example of like Joey was talking about World War I. He's like, okay, like he's filming a World War I movie, and he's like, okay, I'm off to fight the Nazis, and they're like, no, that was World War II. He's like, well, who do we fight in World War I? Not the Nazis. It was basically the same. It was basically the same countries, but they weren't the powers that they were at that time. At any rate, it was that kind of inaccuracy where it's like, dude, you should know better. Then I would hate that. But if there's some minor inaccuracies, it's fine. Okay, would you rather read a book that has the best characters, plot, writing, but none of the others? Okay, so you could have really good character development, really good plot development, really good writing, but not all combined. I think that is what the question is getting at. Ooh. I feel like writing, and here's why. If you have really good writing, you're going to have good characters and plot. Like, I don't know how you could not have good writing and not have good characters and plot. I'm not understanding that question. Okay. Would you rather have a friend who loses your books or mistreat them, meaning like stains, break the spine? I think I'd rather have a friend lose my book because it's easier for me to go, look, you need to buy me another book. When they mistreat them, I've had books give me back, or I've had books give me back friends. I've had friends give me back books that weren't in great shape, and it's harder to convince them to buy me a new book than it is like if you just outright lose it and then you go like, hey, where's that book? And they're like, oops, I lost it. Then it's like, you gotta buy me a new one. Come on. Although I did have a friend once, she borrowed my 4th Harry Potter book, and I had done the midnight release party for it. So it was the first edition, to the midnight release, and she spilled water all over it and bought me a new one, which I appreciate. Like I appreciate that. Like she was like, look, I there's some slight water damage. It's not bad, but it's bad enough that I feel horrible. It's a nice hardback. I'm gonna buy you a new one. She bought me a new one. I was like, of all the books to have damage, was that one. Oh well. Not much I can do about it now. Would you rather never be allowed to visit a bookstore again or be banned from all the libraries in the world? Never be allowed to visit a bookstore again. They can deliver to me. You know, I don't have to go inside the bookstore. I can order online and they can deliver it to me. Would you rather everyone hate your favorite books or everyone love the books that you hate? Love the books that I hate. They already do. Like, they already do. There's some major books that I really hate, and people really love them, and I'm like, I don't understand why you love them. They already do. It's fine. All right. Would you rather only listen to audiobooks narrated by the worst narrator / Mickey Mouse, or only read physical books in terrible lighting? Only read physical books in terrible lighting. We'll figure that out. I really struggle with audiobooks in the first place, even with good narrators. Like, I really struggle with maintaining attention. So to have a really bad narrator for an audiobook, there's no way I would be gaining anything from that. All right, would you rather have books from the same series collection that don't match? So like paperback, hardback, or covers don't align, or read books printed in a tiny font. Give me books that don't match. I'm 48. Readers are a thing now if it's tiny font. Like medium font is fine, but when it's tiny, I've had to bust out readers. And as much as I would prefer my books in a series match, let's see if I have easy access to it. Hold on. I already have books in a series that don't match. Like Ember the Ashes. These are the original covers. These were the very first covers that were released. And then after book 2, let me put them back. After book 2, the covers changed to this style. So they already don't match. I have Mistborn Era 2. I have, like, the 4th book is a different height. And also, let's talk about A Court of Thorn and Roses. The sides, spines, like, they're all in this, like, kind of primary color pattern. And the spines don't have any pattern on them. And then A Court of Silver Flames, all of a sudden, has a pattern on it. They already don't match. So, might as well. Would you rather, last question, would you rather never post another YouTube video or never watch YouTube ever again? I think never post another YouTube video again. Now, here's the deal. Will I post other YouTube videos? Of course I will. But I'm not going to lie. I have thought numerous times, like, about, like, should I continue my channel? Is there an audience for it? I have a small audience base. And so there have been times where I've thought about, should I keep on with my YouTube channel? Obviously, I'm still making videos. I'm still doing this. But, like, the idea of never watching YouTube again, I really like getting recommendations from people. I really like being able to, participate in the chat during reading sprints, participate in the chat during live discussions of books. And for some, like, I've been following along on the Tamora Pierce read along on that Christy Lewis over at Christy Lewis Dostoevsky in Space has been doing on her channel. And it's almost kind of like, hey, Emily's here, because I've been participating through, right now, they're going to be doing the 8th book on Saturday, which I need to start rereading. So to never watch YouTube again, that would be hard, because I really like the community that I have found here in watching YouTube. That being said, will I keep posting YouTube videos? Yes, I will. So these are all hypothetical questions, and so therefore I don't have to be bound to those answers. So of those questions, you now have a question. All right, would you rather hold on. Would you rather only listen to audiobooks? No. I don't want that question. Would you rather everyone hates your favorite books? Or would you rather everyone love the books that you hate? Discuss down below. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification button. All those things really do help my channel and is so greatly appreciated. Commenting is free to you, but helps me so much. Thanks. Have a wonderful day. And it is really cold out where I live. Like, we dropped 50 degrees in 24 hours. So stay warm out there. Bye.